And hello, everyone. It is your girl Tish Dinkins, CEO and founder of Paint Teaser LLC, where we help corporations, small businesses, and business professionals improve employee performance and boost morale through team building art events. Welcome to this week's edition of Feel Good Friday. I am so excited, as I usually am, to be with you guys today. And before we get started on this week's episode, of course, I have to give out my shout outs. So, first, here on the main stage, we have my Facebook family. Hello. We have my Twitch family. Hello. We have my YouTube family. Hello. And my LinkedIn peoples. Hello. And then on the secondary camera here, we have my day ones, my ride or dies, the ones that have been with me for the past 2+ years streaming this extravaganza, this experience. My Instagram family. Hello. So, for those of you who do not know, and you must be living under a rock if you don't know, but anywho, Monday was my 50th birthday, and I was fortunate enough to turn up live with a lot of you guys to celebrate. And not only is it just another birthday, but this birthday was pretty significant for me because it marks half a century of living, and it just lets me know how blessed I am to still be alive. And it really got me to thinking about all the things that I am thankful for, that have happened to me, for the things that I have over the past 50 years, and how I've come into contact with so many amazing people over the years. And it it was by happenstance that earlier this week I came across this Forbes article, and it was written by, I had to write this down. Um, the author of the article was Omaid Hamayan. Forgive me, Omaid, if I mispronounce your name. But this article really hit me, and it just solidified what we're talking about today. So the homemade. I'm sorry, I'll have to apologize for that. But anywho, um, he writes in this article about a particular time in his life where his father had passed, who he was really close with, and for the next few months after his father had passed away, his life started spiraling out of control. Just all type of things were happening, and he felt like he really had almost had no reason to live. All he saw was the negativity that was going on in his life. And during the course of him moving, he came across some books that he had in his home. And one of the books that he had, which he didn't know he had, it was entitled A Simple Act of Gratitude by John Kralik, Kralik. And so, what's significant about this is because he began to read the book, and the book is basically a recount of John Kralik's life. John, at this point in his life, he was miserable. He was broke. He was overweight at the time. He was going through a bad divorce. He was living in a small, tiny apartment where his air conditioner didn't work. And he just so happened to be an attorney, but he wasn't able to even pay his staff because his clients were not paying him on time, or they were making partial payments. So he, similar to the Forbes author, he was down in the dumps. He just was surrounded by all of this negativity, and he just didn't see the meaning to living anymore. But one day he had an epiphany. He was walking, he was actually taking a hike, And amidst of being in beautiful nature, he had this epiphany. What if I intentionally find at least one thing to be grateful about every day? So he made a pledge to himself that for the next 365 days, for the next year, he would write a thank you note to himself for at least one thing that he was thankful um, for in that day. And so, as a result of doing that for a year, I wrote down some quotes um, that as a result of what happened. So, he said that basically doing this taught him to value the good things and to create a discipline of focus. And if you guys follow me, you know we always talk about mindfulness and focusing on the positive and the good things in life. That's one of the keys to living a happy life. He further goes on to say, gratitude presses outwards, and that tends to create good feelings in the universe. A lot of that will come back to you eventually. So the Forbes author, he said, okay, so why don't I try this gratitude? And so for the next 30 days, what he did is he decided to write thank you notes, not only to himself for the things that he had, the small things that he had around him, but he wrote a lot of thank you notes to other people that were influential in his life. And the first note he wrote was actually to his wife, for being a loving wife, supporting wife, and for all the good things that he was just grateful for her. And so at the end of the article, he basically came to a similar conclusion that John Kralik did. I'm struggling with these names, forgive me, y'all. So basically, just when you think you have nothing to be thankful for, the act of just practicing gratitude and being thankful for even the small things help you notice that you actually have a lot to be thankful for. So that just tied into how I was feeling this week about making it to another year of life. And so, what I really want you guys to take away from this is a hidden gem. This is actually one of the hidden secrets to living a happy life is to express gratitude. No matter what you're going through in life, what situations you have, no matter what type of negativity is coming towards you, even if you're around a lot of negative people, if you are strategic and intentional about being thankful, even just for the little things, just for having a place to live, being thankful for food, whatever it is, whatever, when you have an attitude of gratitude, like they were saying, you put out that positivity into the universe and it's like a boomerang. It comes back to you. And so I love this another quote that a wise person said. They said that for every 9 negative things that you focus on, there's at least one positive thing there, and we need to switch our focus. So instead of focusing on all the 9, 10, 1100,000 negative things you got going on, if you can focus at least on one positive thing, then you will be surprised of the transformation that will eventually happen over your life. And you have to make this a practice. I even have a gratitude journal that I journal in, and basically what I do, I just write 10 things that I'm grateful for that day and why I'm grateful for it. And I'm telling you guys, even from personal experience, just practicing gratitude and having an attitude of being thankful, it absolutely transforms your thinking and it transforms your life. And you'll be surprised at all of the wonderful things that start to open up and happen for you because you are in that attitude of gratitude. So hopefully that helped someone on this Feel Good Friday. And that's going to segue into what we're going to do today. So, the theme of the painting we're going to do today is a painting of gratitude, mainly because of the colors that I'm choosing today. They remind me of elegance, uh, being beautiful, being happy, and it's going to serve as a reminder to be thankful and look for the good things in life. So I'm going to adjust the camera so we can get started, you guys, and thank everyone for who's joining live. Okay, I think you guys can see that. And let me go over and adjust the other camera. All right, thank you guys for tuning in live. And let's adjust the camera here so you guys can see. Okay, I think you guys can see. Okay, so as you see here, I have my handy dandy cake spinner once again. And I have a small canvas this time. That way it'll be able to spin inside my box. And I have a lovely dish strainer here. And what we're going to do, we are going to do a straight pour, which means we're just going to straight pour the color straight out of the bottle into the strainer. And it's going to run down this shot cup and onto the canvas, making a beautiful pattern. And then once we have enough paint on the canvas, we're going to spin it out so you can see a beautiful design at the end. And so I only have 3 colors here. We're going to use this gold metallic. You guys know I love my metallics. Gold is it's a regal color. It's a color of happiness and thankfulness and wonderfulness. So, and then we have jet black for some contrast, and we're not going to use a lot of that. And then we're going to use titanium white, which is this is a special mixture that I have here. Okay, so we're going to give these a quick shake. And what we're going to do is basically pour them one after the other, shaking them up. Okay, so I'm going to start with black. I'm just going to do a little black because, as we know, these dark colors tend to take over if you use a lot. Okay, let that run down. Okay, I'm gonna turn it a little bit so you guys can see. All right, and then we're gonna take some, let's see, I'll do the white next. Okay, let that drip down. All right, next is for the gold, and if, as you can see, it's making a lovely pattern. Gold in here. And as usual, you want to breathe and concentrate and focus on the colors as they are coming out. Okay. And I didn't even put my gloves on. You guys know I get so excited when it comes to painting. Okay, let me turn this around this way. Look at the beautiful pattern that it's making. I can't wait to spin this out. So let that gold drip down a little more. Okay, so we're going to go one more time with the colors. I'm going to do black, white, and then gold on top. And then we're going to spin it out. And this is going to be a very regal and beautiful painting. I'm just so thankful. This one of the things I'm actually thankful for is my creativity and being able to create art, because not only is it helping you make things that are beautiful, but it makes you feel good. And who doesn't want to feel good, right? It's a healthy way to feel good. Okay, now we're going to do some white, and then we're going to finish it off with gold. Okay. Right. And then we're going to finish it with gold. This pattern is so beautiful, you guys. So beautiful. So beautiful. Let's get the gold on here. I think I'm going to use a lot of gold so it can show up, because we do have a lot of black and white on here. Okay, so that should be enough gold. Okay, we'll probably let that sit for a couple of minutes so it can drip down enough. Okay. Yeah, and I think we have plenty of paint on here. Let's see. I'm going to tip it a little bit so some of this paint can kind of come out. Let's see. Let's raise this up. Oh, is it stuck on the cup? Hold on, it may be stuck on the cup. Let's see. I'm trying to raise it up so some of that paint. There we are. So some of that paint can come down. Okay, it's coming out. I'm shaking it a little bit to help it come down a little faster. Okay. Gold. Okay, that is good enough. Okay, so we're gonna move this out of the way. Let's see. Get a paper towel. Okay, and then we're gonna move that cup in the middle, so that hole that's there where there's no paint, it can you can squeeze in. Okay, I got paint all on my gloves. Okay, so let's try to move this cup out of the way. Okay, and let that, the suction is bringing that hole in. If you can see the hole closing in on its own. And once it closes in, the last thing we're going to do is spin this out to see what type of beautiful design we're going to get. And let's see, it is closed. Okay, so on the count of 3, we're going to spin this bad boy. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's almost completely covered. And we're going to spin it one more time. Okay, and I'm going to spin it in the opposite direction. And I'm going to spin it a little harder. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we have full coverage. Okay, yes. And the gold has started to open up. Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. It looks like a golden whirlwind. Okay, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pick it up by the turntable so you guys can see. Look how beautiful that is. See all the gold, how it opened up throughout. We have this large patch of white here, and then we have the black striated throughout. That is absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as you know, when they um when they dry, they have this beautiful shimmery pop to it that just makes the painting stand out. And I just love doing spin art. It's very popular nowadays, actually, but I just love it for the different techniques you can do on it and how it makes you feel just watching uh, the paint spin out and those beautiful colors and patterns just burst out. It's just so beautiful. Let's see, make sure my corners are covered. Looks like this needs a little paint there. And we just need a little paint on this corner. This is absolutely beautiful. And as usual, you guys know um I will post pictures and videos of the artwork so you guys can see, get a really good up close view. Oh, I wish you guys could see. Look, I don't know if you can see on camera, but look at the shimmer of it. Looks like gold dust here within the black down here. This is so beautiful. I can't wait until this dries and it's really gonna pop. It's kind of hard to see now because it's wet, but it is just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Okay. So we're going to take these gloves off and have some final thoughts. And I don't know about you guys, but I just love Feel Good Fridays because we get to talk about feeling good and we actually get to practice some artwork and actually feel good after we talk about it. So let's adjust the camera. Okay, there we are. And I'm going to go over to Instagram and adjust it. Let's see. Thank you guys for joining. Let me adjust the camera here. Right. Let's see. I don't want my phone to fall off of here. Okay. I think that's adjusted. All right. So, once again, make sure you guys start having an attitude of gratitude and practicing being thankful. It could be for anything small or it could be anything big. Make sure you find something positive and thank something great to be thankful for, because what you put out into the universe always comes back to you. And I'm a testament of that. Since I've been having more of a attitude of gratitude attitude, I definitely see the changes slowly happening in my life. So with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this. And I want you guys to make sure that you are gathering your supplies. And you know, we're going to do these things on Friday. I've got to get better about letting you know ahead of time all of the supplies we're going to need for specific techniques. So starting next week, I'll make sure I give you guys a heads up on things that you need. For example, I know a lot of you guys probably don't have these spinners. but I'll also give you alternate tips. So, for example, for this painting here, since if you don't have a spinner, you can just tilt it out normally, like how you do, and you'll still get a similar result. It's just with the spinner, it tends to preserve the pattern just a little bit more, but tilting it out works just as fine as well. So, with that, make sure you stay tuned. um, Also, if you see the website on the screen there, that's www.paintteaser.com. There is actually a free ebook there that explains the benefits of participating in art events. And you can also order the two books that I've written, Paint Your Stress Away, and also Stop Feeding Them Pizza, How Team Building Art Events are more effective for your organization. There are links on there as well for you to purchase those books. And as I stated last week, I am in the process of creating um, an actual online course. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll very soon I'll have a link for you to pre-register for that, so you'll be notified when the course actually finally drops. And also, I will be taking this show on the road. I did some workshops last year. I haven't done as many this year, but I'm getting back to that. And so hopefully I will be coming to a city near you. So stay tuned for that. And we just have a lot of good things coming down the pipeline this year and beyond. So with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and I cannot wait until I see you all on the next episode of Feel Good Friday. This is your girl Tish Dinkins signing out, and you guys have a wonderful weekend.